Folks, energy tangible, it's palpable, you can feel it. You ever walked into a room, two people are in there, they're not talking, but you know you just walked into something? I'll be back. How are you showing up in every moment?
I don't know no better on this every day. Can I run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. I know what's coming, I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay. Little bro, I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on it. More action and no talk, I went quiet on it. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on it.
All right. Just sent my last text message. We're headed over to IFA at the convention center. So this is so uncharacteristic where I'm walking from a hotel to the venue, but it's right across the street. It's a convention center. So we get to enjoy some amazing San Diego weather. Think about what I'm going to talk about. But I'm excited about today. It's just going to be a lot of fun. Really good audience, 3,500, 4,000 people. Everybody's excited to be back, you know, after COVID. And I don't see too many masks around anywhere. And man, it's just a great day to be alive. Be making gutsy moves. Oh, here we go.
Yes.
Thanks, Eric. See, no matter what life's obstacle, you can get over it. You got a dog with 3 legs right there. Pulling his owner like, come on, come on. Life's waiting for us. I love it. Whoever that was, I like that. I don't get ready, I stay ready. All right. It's really cool to be back here in San Diego because this is where some of the stories and experiences I'm going to share today actually happened here, right? Like literally just miles up the road. It's cool to be back in vacation land and all the palm trees and the sand and the beach. So I got my family here and I'm excited to spend a couple days in San Diego. And I'm really excited to be here at IFA. You know, it's like 3,500, 4,000 people. It's a large audience. We're capturing some of the footage. I mean, you can hear the music, you know, it's exciting. Shaquille O'Neal's gonna be here. I'm trying to get him to play some one-on-one with me a little later out on the court. I don't know if that's gonna pan out. I'll tell my last story. I'll say one mission, one goal, one team, one IFA. Then I'll say I'll give you one more opportunity to engage with me today. Are you ready? Are you sure? And that's when I click into the slide.
Okay.
That's the shot, one of the shots. They're welcoming the host on stage, so let's go. Let's get back to the green room so we can be ready to go out and they're not worried about where I am.
Yay, we have a plan.
Morning, how you doing? Just excited to be here. All right, I'm walking away from the crowd and the folks a little bit just to get my thoughts together, get in show mode, get in game day. And I think the number one message that I want to share with people today, because I only have a quick 30 minutes, it's going to be about engaging, being bold, being gutsy. The gutsy move. In your gut, you know it's right. It takes guts to do it, but you got to take action. If you don't take action, and it's like the incorrect grammar, exactly like you gotta take action. Because it's not a gutsy thought, right? It's a gutsy move. And if you don't take action, you got nothing. The best laid plan. You can have the whole franchise manual, and if you don't execute it, what do you got, right? Getting ready to go on stage. How can you get the most out of UPW? Don't be on your phone. Don't answer email. Don't return text. Be totally there. Don't check in with people and their problems on your break. Be totally there and be ready for a breakthrough. Vernice, very nice to meet you.
You too. I look forward to hearing from you.
What do you want me to talk about?
Perseverance, inspiration. That's easy for you. Dreams, new chapters.
New chapters, absolutely.
And scaling. You know, I'm interested in franchising as a way to scale
That's
for
right.
underrepresented groups. I'm at Babson College now. We're launching an institute. Yeah.
Because I was asking them, you know, how are we getting capital for our women and minority franchisees?
Yes.
Because that's like one of the toughest hurdles.
Right.
So that's not, well, I'll probably say something about that today. But what can we do to help vets who are transitioning? Because a lot of them are living paycheck to paycheck, okay? It takes a lot of capital, no matter what franchise you decide to go into. You don't have like a money bag, and you know, it takes capital to invest in a franchise, right? So how are we helping our folks? Oh, check it out, the egg. That's disgusting. I don't get ready, I stay ready.
Just like, you know, when you hit those breakthroughs.
That's right.
Anyway,
Oh,
I'm so excited.
thank you. Look. All right, my introducer is getting ready to go on stage right now, and I was just standing there for a second thinking about, you know, what are the words they need to hear, not what do I want to say. So as I'm standing here, waiting to hear my intro video and the music and run through the crowd, just going over again of, she was looking for me like, where'd she go? Just thinking about running through the crowd, the energy, solidifying, you know, the first words that are gonna come out of my mouth. So it's exciting. I don't get ready, I stay ready.
Please welcome your officer in charge, FlyGirl.
What's up? Here we go! Oh yeah, I know you weren't expecting this part. What? Come on. Yeah!
Do it.
Whew. It's like a big audience. You know, in the military, we work out every day. I've been out 15 years. So many things are shifting and changing. I mean, the world is crazy these days. Would you not agree? Yes. COVID, we got a global pandemic, economic state of folks, economic recession for, unfortunately, a lot of families. So in the midst of all of that transition, how do we navigate the challenges and obstacles, right? The conversation I want us to have today is about that magical phrase I got out in the desert. You have permission to engage. Same exact words, very different emphasis. You have permission to engage. If, when, how you engage, it's absolutely a choice. Number one, failure is not your final destination. And number two, the detour is the path. Whether it's the recession in 08 or back in 81 or COVID or the next pandemic that hits us in 2053 or life and bills and opening up our new store and getting this loan and dealing with employees and scaling. No matter what the challenge and obstacle, it is inevitable in how we transition through those times. There are absolutely amazing moments that were meant to be because the detour was the path, period, in the story. Breakthrough mentality, refusing to settle even in the smallest of moments and demanding the breakthrough. What's the number one thing you're gonna do after hearing me talk this morning? One action, what is it?
It's being the decisiveness, go to action is something that I have to really.
Because if you don't take action,
Difficulties like the obstacle, it's always
right?
there.
That's right.
Face challenges, power up. Do not give up the power.
Acknowledge the obstacles, don't give them power.
You ready?
We don't get ready, we stay ready.
That just happened.
What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do?
What am I gonna do?
Yeah, so like you said, you're pumped up, it was inspirational, it was great, but I need to know what you're going to do with it.
So I think I'm gonna set a goal for 7 new brands that I'm gonna meet today.
And what was your goal before my talk?
Not really. It was kind of just like I wanna meet people. So I made it more.
So your gutsy
clear
move,
and
you're gonna
concise.
commit. You're gonna
Yes.
commit.
Your message.
Hey,
I'm retired Master Chief Jim Nixon.
Master Chief, I appreciate you. Cameron. Hey,
It has been nonstop accolades all day on what you were able to accomplish and how you were able to affect these people on a heart level.
yeah. Thank
Heart
you,
level.
thank you.
Yeah, really.
And I'll be honest with you, when I first started speaking, people would come up to me afterwards with all these emotional stories, and it's like, no, what are you gonna do to be more productive? What are you gonna do when you go back to work? And I finally got that when you can touch someone in here, it actually makes an impact at work and in their life and with their families. Honor to serve.
About your dad was I just last week. And I really needed that.
I graduated from flight school July 21st, 2001. Less than 60 days before 9/11. Needless to say, life changed very quickly. I can ask anybody in here where you were, who told you about the events of 9/11. You'd remember it like it was yesterday. We got there. The war kicked off. The war raged on. War ended. Things slowed down. Took a tactics test. Failed it miserably. I felt like I'd let everyone down. You heard first this, first that. I felt like I'd let women down. I felt like I'd let black folks down. You know, the military. How are women going to handle the stress? How are women going to be with the guys? How are women going to fly a attack helicopter? I mean, it was tough. And I passed the test the next week with flying colors. But that wasn't the point. I didn't pass the test the first time when everyone was watching, which meant I wasn't on the fast track. And I don't know if you can tell, but I like being on the fast track. Fast track was Top Gun, test pilot, additional tours to Iraq, instructor, right? After my 2 tours, I got moved to my next duty station, headquarters Marine Corps, diversity officer, liaison to the Pentagon. And I was pissed. It's like, what? Equal opportunity? How did I end up in equal opportunity? He's like, well, Armour, they wanted a black female pilot. I'm like, I'm the only one. How equal is that? I learned a new one, bloom where you're planted, right? Long story short, I got to go home and visit my dad 6 times in 1 year when I couldn't even go home and visit him at all for Christmas or Thanksgiving after he'd been diagnosed with terminal bone cancer. Vietnam vet, right? There's Dad, 3 tours Vietnam, he was amazing. And I decided to take, oh, thank you. My mom asked me to come home for a birthday, and I was like, I can't, high operations going on right now, I just can't get away. Hung up the phone, knew I wasn't making the right choice, so decided to make a gutsy move. Immediately bought a ticket. Then I went into the colonel's office. Excuse me, sir, can I take a couple days vacation? I know, but I already bought a ticket. He didn't laugh, but thank goodness he let me go home. I walk in, hey mom, surprise, happy birthday, it was awesome. We head up to the hospital to see Dad, who was in for routine blood work, but his levels weren't looking so great, so he was still there. Heard him whisper happy birthday in my mom's ear, and he always said, happy birthday, baby, right? Got there at 2 o'clock, and by 6:07, Dad passed away. Les Brown has an amazing saying. You can't see the picture when you're in the frame. There were so many times I said, why did I fail that tactics test? When I finally got it. Failing that tactics test enabled me to be in the room with my dad that day. After years of regret, years, just wishing I could change this answer, that answer, this answer. I wouldn't change a single thing about that test anymore. wouldn't fail one in the future. But I wouldn't change a single thing about that one.
Living outside of the frame really hit home with that.
The detour is the path. And
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's not my plan, it's his, and we got to live through that. So.
Say that one more time.
Vernice, you are my highlight of the IFA. I have been looking so forward to meeting you, and my goal is to engage.
I always ask that.
Honestly, like whenever I see the emotions behind what someone's sharing, like it was very genuine and real, and I think like connecting to that in the humanity behind it, really.
Yeah, especially now.
Yes.
Right.
Especially right now.
Hey, thank you for your service.
Thank you for sticking through it. But been to a lot of conferences, seen and heard a lot of speakers, and you're probably at least one of the best ones, if not in the top 2 or 3.
Oh, if not the best. I got you.
Yes.
No,
you had a very powerful story, and I really appreciate it. I know every veteran in there probably did not, couldn't get through it without shedding a tear. I mean,
wow.
It was impressive.
Hello there. Oh, nice. I love it. Natalie. I love the way you speak up. Look at that firm handshake.
I tried to get her to run up and get the book. She wouldn't do it.
Who'd like a copy of this book? No, who really wants the book? Who wants this book? Who? Gutsy move, baby. You gotta move. Just saying. Why not? Why didn't you run up to get the book?
She goes, Mom, I can't do that.
And then somebody else did. You have permission to engage. Only you can give it to yourself. That's the whole lesson, right? Today was a book. Tomorrow it's something else. So you have to give yourself permission. Always give it to yourself. Give yourself permission. You can ask for forgiveness later. When I think about the engagement and my time in the squadron, I'm walking around and I'm doing the selfies and I'm hanging out, I'm saying hello, and it is usually a woman, and she'll come up and say, oh my God, I love your outfit. Air Force, right? No. Marine Corps. She's like, oh my God, Marines, that is so awesome. They're tough, they're bad. You are so bad, I am so proud of you. Well, wait a minute. The Marines were the toughest, and don't get me wrong, you're a woman. You're black. I'm thinking, yeah, I forgot when I was brushing my teeth in the mirror this morning. Did you have any challenges and obstacles? And at that point, I crack up too. I'm like, of course I had challenges and obstacles, but everybody has challenges and obstacles. I mean, what's your name, sir? Charlie. Even the average white guy has challenges and obstacles. Right, Charlie?
How did you end up calling Charlie Chase that?
He was on the front row.
You must have brought the house down.
He was on the front row and he looked important.
You did
Charlie.
a great job. You did a great job. You did great. You knocked it out of the park. And you picked on me as average white guy, so that was perfect.
He said yes, by the way. Not to say you were average, by any means. Okay. The key is acknowledge the obstacles. Don't give them power, right? Acknowledge the obstacles. Don't give them power. Find the solution. Focus on success. Period. That's it. Easy to say, maybe not the easiest to do. So remember, when things get tough, acknowledge the obstacles. Don't give them power. Remember great-grandmother, something good's gonna come out of this. Remember the gutsy move. In your gut, you know it's right. It takes guts to do it, but you gotta take action. And most of all, remember, you have permission to engage. When I yell engage, you yell out, clear it out at the top of your lungs, and we blow the roof off. Are you ready? Yeah. Engage! Yeah. Engage! Yeah. Engage! IFA, we are cleared hot! Thank you. Thank you. So I just finished up speaking for IFA. Being here this morning totally gave me a charge, rejuvenated me as much as I rejuvenated and inspired them. So it was amazing. I mean, I also have my own franchise idea, and like this guy, Jeff, came up, gave me a book, #1 Amazon bestseller on starting your own franchise, and he wants to personally help me, and along with this other, I mean, just the support and the people and the love has been totally amazing. And that's why I do this, right? To love and support and to share myself. I believe it's my life's work. It's my purpose on the planet. And today, my purpose was fulfilled. And I'm excited. I'm excited about life. And I know without a doubt that I'm walking my purpose on the planet. So I'm hoping you find yours.